I can't. It's just such awful acting. It's just cast the wrong people. This is one of the worst casting I've seen in my entire life. This is awful casting, bad writing, annoying narrator won't shut the fuck up. Keeps talking over and over and over and over and over and over, saying stupid shit that makes no sense. Everything he says, like, what the fuck is he talking about? Like, this dude is like, he's like blowing the old man's cock. Everybody talking about the old man, 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 the old man. Dude, fucking just blow him already. He's like talking about him so much. God, like, the original movie, the narrator didn't really talk that fucking much. He actually had interesting stories to talk about. Here is just, he won't shut up. He's annoying. Already says stupid. Why even narrate? He said the stupid shit. Besides that, like I said, awful casting. Daniel Stern as the old man. You couldn't find someone that actually looks like the old man. Daniel Stern, the guy from the Home Alone movies. I had no comment on that. I just what the fuck is that? Daniel Stern? I mean, yeah, he's a funny guy, but he looks nothing like the old man from the first movie. Why would you pick that choice? You can find someone else that actually looks like Darren McGavin. Oh no, that's to find nobody that looks like nobody. Just get anybody to play that role. And the mother looks nothing like the original mother from the first one. I mean, sort of. Kind of looks like the chick. Kind of like the mother from the original movie. But, you know, kind of. You know, she's from movies like, you know, Ghost World. I just like that movie, and movie what's Joe Pesci called? The Super or something like that. That was an alright movie. I like that. But here, I'm like, what's the point? Like, what's the point of this movie? This is unnecessary sequel. Really, they didn't need this. It's too many years too late. Should have made it back in the 90s, not now. This shit came out 2012, honestly. And after that, made that shitty play with, once again, wrong actors. They just don't understand how the people choose to pick for these roles at all. It makes no sense what they're doing. Like AEG would say, what are they thinking? I guess something, I guess stuff out of their fucking ass. That's what they're coming out of. Come out right out of their fucking ass, these ideas. Besides that, fucking Randy, Ralphie's younger brother, he's still the same age from the 80s movie, the first movie. Like, this kid never aged at all. Like, I don't get that. This kid did not age at all. Like, I don't understand. The two movies had to be like a 10 years apart type of thing, right? The timeline. Why is this kid ever aged? He posted 8. Well, what is this, Dragon Ball Z with Trunks and Goten when they never aged? Like, what the fuck is that? He's supposed to age. Like, the age difference between Ralphie and Randy shouldn't be that far away. He has to be like 5 to 4 years apart from each other, at least. So he should not still look young. He should be like at least like a 13-year-old or something, 12 or 13. Right here, look, he's like 5 still. Like, what the fuck is that? That's not what a 12, 13-year-old should look like. Just once again, like, more bad casting. Like, what are they doing? Like, the only casting I liked was Ralphie. The guy looked just like a teenage Ralphie should look like. Like, everyone else is like, oh my god, this is like one of the worst awful casting I've ever seen in my entire life watching a movie. Like, what is this? Like, honestly. So this is based, you know, a later timeline. This is when Robbie's a teenager. You know how teenagers are. They're horny as hell. They want to bang some chick with, you know, he has a crush on this blonde chick who she is pretty attractive, but he acts pretty weird around her. Like, he acts like a fucking weirdo. You know, she still goes out with him at the end of the movie. Spoiler alert. You know how people don't really give a shit because the movie sucks. I don't understand, like, he did all that weird stuff around here, and somehow she still goes out with him. Like, are you kidding me? Like, what's so cool about Ralphie? It's like this big ass fucking honker nose. Like, He's a weirdo in this movie. Yeah, like that's fucking like every scene like some kind of horny fucking type of thing going on. Like one time he gets pants stuck in the car, and the other scene he's taking his friend's pants off. I'm like, what is going on here? What's all this weird sexual themes going on? He's fucking taking his friend's pants off like he's about to blow him. Like, what is going on? The reason why he's doing that is he's trying to get money out of his pocket or something. But still, it was like some weird sexual theme still. Like, besides that, another scene where it's like a marching band practice or something like that. They're playing their musical instruments, and Ralphie's like behind the chick he has a crush on, and for some reason I think he's like imagining some kind of sexual thing in his head while he's banging the fucking cymbal things together, and he's trying to hump her in the back of her head or something. Like he's getting like a giant boner. He's gonna hit her with his boner. I'm like, what the fuck what is going on here? It's like he wanted to fuck her right then and there, right in front of everybody. It was like, this is getting really, really weird. I mean, you know, I did laugh at that part. Like, that's like the only funny part in this movie. He did that shit. That was the only funny part in the movie. He did that. He was like, he was dry humping the back of her head. I was like, what the fuck? What is going inside that head of his? Like, he's like, in his mind, he's like fucking the shit out of her, in her ass or something. Like, what is going on? Like, Jesus Christ, Ralphie, calm your fucking dick. Keep it in your pants. Holy fuck. Shit has a lot of fucking hormones, like, holy shit. Hey, but that's the only funny thing I like the movie. That's it. Everything else sucks. Especially with fucking Daniel Stern when he does the furnace scene. You make all these weird frowny faces, even though they never had scenes with Darren McGavin when he was fucking. They had those scenes in fucking making frowny faces because it was showing upstairs and when he's down, we hear him downstairs. Like, what the fuck? It's like Daniel Stern. Like, come on. So, you know, fucking, the dad fucking teaches him how to drive a car, but he's a fucking goober, so, you know, he doesn't know how to drive a car, he passed the stop sign, this and that. He praises the school, and, meets his dorky friends from, you know, from the first movie, and it was pretty annoying. Besides, the original characters in the first movie wasn't really that annoying. They're actually interesting characters, because the first movie was actually realistic. I forgot to mention that about the first movie. The first movie was very realistic. Not like this movie. This movie's like over the top, goofballish as hell. Jumping up and down like a fucking idiot. Horns up over this fucking chick. But look, I don't know. I don't know what this guy who wrote this movie, who directed it. I don't know what the hell is wrong with him. Might have that fucking weird kid mind or something, teenage mind. Like I said about the Bad Santa 2 review, he had that kid mind. Just weird. So he's still in school and sees the girl he has a crush on, and the fucking narrator talking about his ass. And it shows a scene where this Nazi guy got tied to a chair. Well, you know how Ralphie is. You know in the first movie he has daydreams all the time. Same thing with this movie, he has daydreams, but the daydreams suck. The daydreams sucks ass in this movie, it's shitty. Like this one, like I said, Nazi is tied to a chair. She spits in his face and he kisses her spit. I'm like, what the fuck? Okay, there's nothing wrong with, you know, this woman's saliva, but I mean, if you're kissing her and you get her saliva in your mouth, okay, that's fine, but kissing her spit, like what the fuck? Then Ralphie comes in like a dork and he's like, oh, I'll come and save you. She's like, girlfriend, well, not yet. It's like, sorry if I cough right here. It's like really just fucking stupid, like this whole fucking movie. I don't know how anyone can sit there and watch this. This is on like HBO Max. Like, why the fuck would they put this piece of shit movie on HBO Max? Like anyone's gonna have to give a shit about this movie with a 3.3 out of 10 on IMDb. If anyone really gonna give, unless you want to see something like really bad, you want to see how bad this movie really is, okay, go for it. But you're really gonna get really cringe your eyeballs out watching this crap. Like a stupid scene, makes no sense. About Ralphie trying to get this chick. He's got a giant boner in his pants for her. Probably like 2 inches. And he gotta learn how to fucking drive a car, which he does. You know, he's trying to get his own car to try and buy his money. Even though he crashed the dealership guy's car into a fucking a statue where a deer is at. And he's trying to get his pants stuck in. Like I said, he comes out with his boxer shorts or his shirt and tie, with his coat. I'm like, what the fuck? Like I said, it's like some weird sexual scene going on. Like, what the fuck? I get it. He's a teenager. He's horny all the time, but it's not all. This guy's don't know what the fuck he's doing. And he makes this stupid first movie references. Like, you remember when Ralphie knocks the thing, or his dad knocked the thing out of his hand the first movie, like, oh, fudge. He doesn't hear the same crap. Which is unnecessary. It's not referencing the first movie comes from the original. Now, ever since he fucked the car up, he owes the dealership a lot of money. So he got to find a way to pay it off. Him and his boys got to find a way to pay it off now. So Robbie's friends, you know, talking to hell, talking to this and that. So he said, you know, we just asked my dad, because his friends that come and ask this, and he has this fucking daydream again of him going to jail or something. So he tried to ask his dad, and the dad flips out and starts cussing up a storm. Big as fucking reference to the first movie. How did he reference the first movie? So that didn't work, so now Ralphie's gotta get a job. Like everyone else in this world. If you want to pay them off, you gotta get a job. You know, I think his character's like 15. I don't think 15. Can't 15-year-olds get jobs? I thought it was like 16 and up. I guess back then it was different. Because it was like the 50s and whatnot. Or the time that time I was supposed to be in this piece of shit second movie. Who even cares anyways? So, well, before that, it's this unnecessary scene where fucking Ralphie's dad and his mom went to the meat market, pick up some meat, and him being his character, Daniel Stern's character, being a cheapskate, he wanted to pay for the meat from the black guy who's the meat cutter. So even the black guy thinks he's a cheapskate. For some reason, it sounded like he was about to call him the N-word for some reason. I don't know why. But Daniel Stern was about to call him the N-word. He felt like, oh, he'll call him the N-word. I mean, that's back then. Back then it was a different time, so I want to be surprised. And before that, he decided, yeah, the furnace was fucking up, so he decided to call the man up to help him fix it, but he charged too much money, so he pushes his fat ass out of the house. In a goofy way. Another scene, I think, like, Dave Stern loves the ice fish, which I don't remember that in the first movie, he loves the ice fish, but okay. And Ralphie, he had these stupid daydreams about that girl over and over again in the car, driving the car with her, and like, come on, dude. Why is it daydreaming and show her blowing his cock or something while he's driving? Because you know, like, every scene in this movie is like sexually themed with Ralphie. Like every daydream with that fucking girl, so okay. Then fucking Daniel Stern fucking taking his wife to different houses to figure out where to find a new furnace and blah blah blah. Who cares about that? And now Ralphie's job. He started off and trying to be a president rapper, and that failed. He's gonna do that. Next scene, perfume department, and that failed. Then the other kid was a shoe person. That failed, and then fucking Ralphie decided to help do stuff with mannequins. There's another sexual scene part where he's fixing a mannequin's bra on a mannequin. He's like, how do I do this bra? Where I put this on? Oh god. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, one of Ralphie's friends. Why is one of his friends fat? Because I remember in the first movie, both of his friends were like skinny. I never remember any of his friends being fat. That's another mistake they made, and some reason they look like milkmen, the way they dress as workers. It's like milkmen. You know, that's what I had back then in those days. You had milkmen, you had those telegraph people, all that other shit. But during working at a mall, so we could dress like fucking milk people. So it's not a sexually themed thing. And then they make another reference. Well, you know what? Not yet. That's not what I do. Oh yeah, the whole, like I said, ice fishing. It's the reason the son doesn't want to go back again because for some reason, well, don't go ice fishing with your dad. I don't get it. I don't get what's so bad about it, because it's really cold outside. Wear a heavy jacket or something. What's wrong with ice fishing? And he's like terrified to go ice fishing with his dad again. Like, he don't want to do that. I'm like, what's the big deal? Who wants to ice fishing with his dad? I don't get it. That seems so stupid. It makes no sense. And once again, they're referencing the first movie, because you know what happens when one of his friends decided to stick his tongue in the mail shooter thing or something, and he gets his tongue stuck while Ralphie's on the phone talking on the phone with a friend with him. It's like everything's a reference in the first movie. You know what? I kind of messed up on that part with the kid and ice fishing. Well, it wasn't ice fishing. It's that he's afraid to go to the dentist. The dentist is like a psychopath or something. Which, should the parents do something about that? We do the psycho. I guess kids are stupid and know what they're talking about. So whatever. So, you know, the next scene after that, now Ralphie and his friends, instead of doing male stuff, they get said to be in elves now. Which they should have kept their asses doing male shit instead of doing that, because they're gonna fuck it up, which they do. Because Ralphie shouts out that Santa's an asshole, don't see this guy, he's a fucking asshole, and everyone got mad and got fired with his friends, and they started fighting each other with candy cane sticks or something. Well, you know, I actually blamed their boss for that shit. That guy's a fucking idiot. That's his fault. Should have kept their ass behind the fucking mailbox. And then, you know, another ice fishing scene, without talking to his dad, blah blah blah. Then later on, Ralphie begs for his job back. Snickly, he doesn't know those guys. And now, guess what happens? He still fucks it up. Even after all that begging, he still fucks it up. He becomes a Rudolph mask guy. He gets a fight with this guy, ringing the bell like a retard. Back and forth with the other guy. It's like, come. How do you feel that much as a fucking job that quickly like that? Like, honestly, like, how stupid is this character? Well, he was jumping up and down like a retard with his bell shaking. Getting in a fight with this Salvation Army guy, but he was shaking his bell like a fucking dumbass too. Like it's like a fucking baby rattle or something. Because he looks like a goddamn grown adult baby. Like, come on, man. You want to pay off that shit. Why are you acting like a fucking dumbass? Then he sees this other girl, well, not other girl, the girl that he likes with this guy or something like that. And he doesn't want her to see him in that Rudolph outfit. So he decides to try to hide, but he falls like a goofball and clumsy. And he hits that guy accidentally. I think he hits him or something like that. He's this big guy. And the guy punches him in the gut, and he sticks a fucking $1 bill on Rudolph's fucking fake antlers. Which somehow he's an ass, but you still be nice to him. You still give him $1. So nice asshole. Okay. So the next scene, like I said, look at him and his friends decide. Ralphie and his other friends try to take his friend's pants off, try to take the money out of his pants. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? Pants go flying off. Like, see, like I said, another sexual scene, like I said before. It's like, why are everything so sexual going on? It's like everything's a sexual innuendo in this whole movie. Like, I understand they're teenagers, but we don't need all this crazy shit. Then fucking, I forgot before, they made reference to like Tiny Tim or something like that in the parking lot, and Ralphie sees them at. Later on, he decides to be nice to him and give him something. And then later on, he takes them to a Chinese restaurant, which is the reference to the fucking first movie. How do you reference the guy's fucking hat? I try not to scream too loud because I have a cold, so I can't really yell too hard. This movie actually does piss me off. Like, how many references are they gonna make to the first movie? Like, it's just like insane. So Daniel Stern, you know, the whole family at dinner. You know, they couldn't get a turkey or a ham for dinner. You know, they got one fish. That's right, one fish. Not 4 fish or 5 fishes. One fish for the whole family. They're gonna starve tonight because this guy's a fucking cheapskate. You know, the only thing you have for dinner is a fucking fish. That fucking cheap, he's only afford a fish. Even that's free because he got it from under the water. Some ice fishing. Oh my fucking god. Even character from the first movie wasn't that fucking cheap. You ever feel that tight wallet from the first movie? Derek McGavin's character, he wasn't that fucking cheap. That fucking cheap. Like, what the fuck? This guy's a fucking ass clown. Like, he's wants family to fucking starve, and their family, and they're like okay about it. One piece of fish, and it's not even cooked. It looks raw. Like fucking Gordon Ramsay said, it's raw. Not the way I said it, but then that fucking guy called Ralphie got to show up there and talk to him of the money he owes him, which he failed at every goddamn job, even the easy one he had. He should catch him at the mail shooter thing. Fucking that guy was stupid. But anyways, he didn't really have to owe him anything. He only had was like $34, but somehow the fucking car dealer actually sold the car easily, or no problem. So Ralphie's gonna go to jail. So now back home, I go to Christmas present crap or present. Randy gets his Buck Rogers thing. Yeah, show Buck Rogers get a toy. Fucking Ralphie opens up the dad opens up a present. He has like these fishing rod crap. Like who really cares about fishing rod stuff? I mean, it's nothing wrong with fishing. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just that I'll never see his character actually like fishing until this movie. He didn't fucking what's next? Oh yeah, the whole tailor outfit he got for Randy. Randy. The thing is, Ralphie does for him, so it turns out it was actually for Randy. Randy put on his tailor outfit, which, like I said, why is he so young in this movie? Shouldn't he be older, like closer to Ralphie's age? Like he's still like he's 5. Like I don't understand this. Like he doesn't. Randy doesn't even age. Randy should be like around closer to Ralphie's age. Like they had to be like 4 years apart. So 4 years apart should not look like that. Randy should not look like that. He should not look like he's 5. He looks like he's like 12, 13 at least. Like I don't get that. He should actually look like he's 10 to 12 years old, not a 5-year-old. So then fucking what's next? Daniel Stern there's been a reference because he went back in the shed and he finds this lady lamp again. She was like, oh, not again. Some movie's just a reference. The lady lamp. Oh, this is the best Christmas history. And the dad got fucking Ralphie a car. Which what happened with that? So he got him the car, and the girl shows up out of nowhere, and then she gets in the car with him, and they drive off. Like, what the fuck? So the whole time, fucking Ralphie's a weirdo. Somehow she still gets in the car with this guy. And she said she left that guy because Ralphie stood up to that guy who... How did he stood up to that guy? That guy fucking gut punched him in the stomach and put $1 on his head. I stood up to that guy. He didn't even do nothing. The guy's ass kicked. Okay, I guess you could say that this girl has a weird taste in men. You could say. But what the fuck was this movie? And then she got in the car and she kissed him in the cheek and lay on him on his shoulder. And he once again being weird, she like sniffs at her hair. Like, oh yeah. What is this fucking guy? I don't get this movie. This movie makes no sense. Like, all these characters look retarded. This makes no sense. Like, it's like bad casting, bad acting. The characters are stupid. Randy's too young. Got the wrong kid to play him. He's too. His character should be a lot older. Fucking what's another thing? Daniel Stern is named the old man. I don't know why they got him for. I mean, he wasn't bad. It's just that he's not the old man. I would imagine the old man looking like him. I mean, the mother was alright. I didn't mind her. She's actually pretty attractive. Besides, you know, Ralphie's crush, she's pretty attractive also. I don't understand why she's so good to him anyways, because he's a freaking weirdo. So this movie is directed by Brian Lee Vance, who also did movies like Jingle All the Way, a classic fucking Christmas movie. Somehow he did this shit and it sucked. And he did Beethoven, and I watched that shit. He did the Flintstones movie. You know, a lot of people didn't like it. I thought it was okay. So they got a mixed bag guy, mixed bag director to do this film. Don't this shit like fucking, are we there yet? Are you shitting me? Yeah, this guy has like a mixed resume. He got shitty movies and decent films. And one good one, like Jingle All the Way. Like I think the only good movie is his resume. You know, Spy Next Door. I mean, Scooby-Doo: The Mystery Begins, The Curse of the Lake Monster. That wasn't a bad movie. Snow Dogs wasn't a bad movie. You know, people didn't really like that movie. I did enjoy it when I was a kid. A lot of people didn't like it much. I didn't mind Snow Dogs for what it was. He did Problem Child 2, which, you know, that was okay. You know, I didn't really like it that much because, I don't know, they should have made a sequel to Problem Child. So, yeah. Yeah, they got like a mixed bag director do this film. And the whole time he was just thinking of fucking perverted scenes in his head. And that's all he was thinking of when he wrote this fucking film. This weird fucking scene. Like, come on, man. Like, he's just like the director of Bad Santa 2, where, you know, the guy is a grown man with a 15-year-old mind with the movie. Like, come on. Like, what are they thinking with this? I understand that Robbie's a teenager. Teenagers are always horny all the time. They always have hormones. They're always, you know, emotional and crap. They're going through their emotions. But not this crazy shit like this. Because this character is such a weirdo. Like, the way he acts. I mean, like I said, I don't mind the actor that played him. They actually got the right guy that's really like Ralphie. And I didn't really mind the mother either. Like, those two and Ralphie's crush, I didn't mind them. The others, not so much. Like I said, bad casting, awful acting from everybody. And I don't understand why they didn't do this movie in the freaking first place. They didn't need a sequel. This is unnecessary. It's like Bad Santa 2 was unnecessary. It's like that Christmas Story freaking live show was unnecessary. Yeah, it came on TV. It was like a live show. And then they cast like the wrong kid again. Like one of Ralphie's friends is like, I don't know. Maybe I'll do a review on that one day on that live crap, which that's stupid also. Why did there be some corny shit? How many Rowdy Christmas stories do we need? Yeah, some live stage crap they're showing TV live. They did all that shit live. They can't screw up. So yeah, this movie should not have never been made. Like I said, bad casting, bad acting. The story's stupid, the narrator's annoying, he won't shut up, he keeps blowing on the old man's cock every time he talks about him. Ralphie's a fucking perverted weirdo. I mean, it's fine you want to think about women in your head all the time, how sexy and attractive they are, but don't be like Ralphie, okay? Don't be like teenage Ralphie. Even though he gets told that in the movies that he's a weirdo. He's like, yeah, I get that a lot. Maybe you should stop it.